a small test for some facial animation, and the first page of the Takes and Accents, page 285, has a small example of how somebody is surprised, and that is something we'll try to just do a small animation with. So I'll just zero these out, so something like this, and then I removed all animation on this thing, so he's just he should just be a relaxed person, more or less, something like this, and then maybe the foot here should be like so, and then this thing should also, there you go. So he's more or less relaxed right now. And then we want to create this animation where he sort of like stands still and goes. So we need to, first of all, try to work on the mouth. So we have this jaw open. So if I grab that, move to, and then I can just close his mouth. I can do a little bit of moving things back and forth, but I'll just leave it like this. So this will be a fairly short animation. There's no timing on this thing, so what you could do is like act it out in your head how long this will take, but I guess around a second. So I'll put it at around a second, and then I'll just keyframe him being relaxed in the first frame. So I'll keyframe first of all his mouth, and then I will keyframe his upper body thing here, because essentially he's just standing still, looking relaxed, and I will keyframe the arms. I could also just do one part at a time, but not right now. I'm just doing the arms here, and I'll do the wrists as well. There's also this head thing, and we will animate that as well. Good. The eyes that he'll need to squeeze shut, we'll just wait a second with that. So this is the first frame, and then he will like pop from that down, so that would be just a very few frames. So he would like move down a little bit, and perhaps rotate slightly, maybe move the body weight a little bit back, just to make the center of mass not move too far, so something like this. So if we look at this, we have this, he moves down like this, and as he does that, his head also like squashes together and rotates, so like something like this. Put a key in that. So we have this little movement here, and we have his arms moving up. So we have this thing here. Put a key in that, and maybe a key on this one there. So I'll just leave the rearm here. So just have this. So he's sort of getting surprised. It might be that we actually want the head going slightly back. No, I'll leave it there. And then he'll pop back up. So I will make that around here. And his head is back and up, like so. And he's also straight again, maybe even overstretched. So it's like up there. So key and key, and then the arms are totally stretched here. Key that and key that. Actually, I missed a key in the middle there, so I'll need to go back and do that. Something like this. So I need to go to 4 here. Make sure that I have a key for this thing here. Just there, and that's good. So have him moving down and then up, and then of course the mouth has to come open. So we grab this and then we'll open it up like that, and it has to be closed here. Maybe I'll actually delay that, but I'll get back to that. So this should be closed. For this I can just use the little time slider here, so I'm just dragging this over until I have like the frames that I want to have. So here I have just a few frames, and let's just have a look at what it looks like. So the timing isn't quite right, and it looks a little weird that he has a stiff arm, but maybe we'll fix that. And then the final thing is he'll settle back into a normal position, so I'll just grab this thing here and middle mouse button click here, and then just keyframe the parts that has to be back in the relaxed position. Something like this, and the jaw maybe should be slightly open, like what happened there, something like that. So let's just see how that works. It's not too bad. And then just grab the other arm here. This one has to be stretched, so put a key on that. It's this thing over here, and this one has to be stretched as well, and then at 4 this has to be slightly up, and this has to be up, and this thing has to be rotated and down. There we go. That looks okay. Maybe actually at frame 4 here we should bring this up even further, like so, and then this a little more, so it's a little more exaggerated. So you can see the thing he's talking about with more change, immediately it starts working a little better. And the thing we didn't do was the eyes, so let's just do the eyes here. We need to grab the eyebrows, the lids. So at the first frame they're open, so just put it there, and then he pops down and they should all be closed. So just grab these, okay. And then actually in here in between, I'll show that in a second. So here he's up and the eyes are wide open, like so, and then at 13 he's like more relaxed again. So there we go, so we get something like this. And we could put a key in here where he actually opens his eyes a little bit more right there, because it's like, what? It's like, so you get that popping feeling. And a thing that we could add here, just to add a little bit of final touches, was the eyes. So if we do what's called eye darts at the end. So I keyframed the eyes, so they're just they're static up until 13, and then here I'll do like a really fast movements. So I'll just do a copy of this key here, so it will be the same thing, and then 2 frames later I'll have it like there, and then I'll just leave it there for 2 frames, and then I'll have it here. I will move it over here, and then I'll keep it there, and then I will move it back up again, and then we should actually have a blink here, because he sort of like realizes what's going on. So we get this. So he's like, what the hell? what's going on. And then at the end here, what we'll do is we'll have a key here and a key here, and then we'll just create a blink, and then open it again. So something like this. So that is just a quick example of how to do a take or a surprised movement. And you can see how much the movement of the eyes adds, because that's really where the soul of the character is. We immediately look at people's eyes when we need to read them. So the eyes tell a lot of the story, and then the broad movements are sort of like just supporting that. But if you can tell the story without the eyes, then you're halfway there, because then you just need to add the final touches. So